are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm Quitting Alcohol, and it's another Monday. It's just another man. I've already done that. And that other song, I Don't Like Mondays. I've done that too. After I sung those two songs on a Monday, I said to myself, I was like, maybe every Monday I'll sing a song that has Monday in the lyrics. And those are the only two I knew, so I Googled songs with Monday in it, and there was like 12. And then I was like, Boyle, please, calm down. No one gives a shit, and you're too lazy to learn the lyrics to a fucking song anyway. Just calm down, cowboy. Calm down. So it's Monday, it's day 199 for me, and it's the back end for everyone. It's only like 3 weeks to Christmas holidays now. You've only got a couple more Mondays left. Just push through. These last 3 weeks of work, no one fucking works anyway. It's all office parties. It's all trying to finger receptionists. It's all trying to get out of criminal charges from HR. It's all about how much money you can extort from your seedy boss that grabbed your tush because he thinks it's 1955 still. That's all the next 3 weeks is. No one works. Productivity grinds to a fucking halt. So just enjoy it. I got a couple of ratings and reviews over the last week or however long it's been. That's my new addiction now, is just fucking ratings and reviews. They're just short ones. I'll read them out because I said I would. One's from Nick121212 from Australia. He just said 5-star rating and review. Funny podcast. Let's get Boyle to a 5-star rating. I love how everyone's just calling me Boyle now. Fucking David's out the window. Cheers, Nick. And the other one is from Reviews All Round. Reviews All Round. What are you, a fucking review slut? Does this mean anything to you? Because it fucking means something to me. Reviews All Round from Australia said, funny because it's true. The struggle of many told by one cynical and very funny man. So good. Well, I can't really disagree with much there, except for cynical. I didn't think I was cynical at all. I feel like I'm a breath of fresh air. No, cheers to that. I appreciate it. It's like drugs to me now. I don't care about anything else besides ratings and reviews. That's all I care about. Imagine that. I'm just like cold-hearted about everything besides ratings and reviews. Someone messages in just going, man, your podcast really saw me through some dark times. I was on the edge. I may have committed suicide if it wasn't for your podcast. And I just want to say thank you. And my reply will be, oh, that's great, man. Just one question. Do you have an Apple ID? Hello? If you don't have an Apple ID, you're fucking dead to me now. No, thanks for the reviews. Thanks for everyone who sends me messages. I enjoy the interaction. It's interesting. It's fun. A couple of people have sent me some photos of their missing fingers after they saw I injured my finger. A couple of ladies sent photos of their nubs. They were like, check this out, you fucking pussy. Now shut the fuck up. One was Gillian D, who seems like a proper alco. She lost 2 fingers, like the top of the index finger, and the middle finger's just a little nub. How did she do it? She cut them off by accident when I was a freshman in high school around 1996. 1996, freshman in high school. I was going to say you're old, but I think that's the same fucking year I was a freshman in high school. I was making wood chips for my gerbils on my dad's planosaur. Well, that's going to happen when you're making wood chips for your gerbils. That's not even the worst gerbil wood chipping accident I've heard of. And Sueno lost the tip of her index finger and middle finger. Squashed them in a press. Way to rain on my parade. But yeah, I appreciate the interaction, so keep it coming. And it's already been pretty long so far, but I'll continue my Monday tradition of telling you about one of my shitty jobs. I'm starting to run out of jobs too, so this Monday segment is going to last about as long as me singing a fucking Monday song, pretty much. Alright, so when I was 16, over the summer holidays, I was doing fuck all, so I was like, I need to get a job. And one of my mates who was 20, who had already left school and was officially just a bonghead and unemployed, we ended up down at the recycling yard in Mornington in Victoria. For some reason, I just went, let's go speak to the boss. And I walked in there and I was just a 16-year-old kid. I'm like, do you have any jobs? And my 20-year-old fucking idiot friend was behind me. He wasn't saying anything. So I'm like, do you have any jobs we can do over summer? He's like, how old are you? I'm like, 16. He's like, how old are you? He's like, 20. So what the fuck are you doing with this 16-year-old, you fucking dropkick? He's like, I haven't got anything at the moment, but give us a call back in a week and we'll see what's going on. So a week later, I give him a call. My mate didn't give him a call. I gave him a call and I was like, I came down last week to see if you had any work. You said give you a call. He's like, all right, come in tomorrow. Wear runners, shorts, and a t-shirt because you're going to be on the back of the fucking truck. So first day, I get there at like 5 a.m. He's like, all right, jump in the back of the truck with Daryl. He'll show you the ropes. I'm like, all right, I don't know what's going on, but yeah. And so what we would do, we would drive out to an area and they would have a recycling bin next to the normal bin. So by hand, you would have to pick up the recycling bin. You'd have to get to the back of the truck and then you'd have to fling it, the entire bin, to the back of the truck so it doesn't fill up the front because you need the space. And you're just doing house after house. You're running in between houses. You weren't hanging off the back of the truck in between houses. You would run the whole street, chuck it in, and the truck would just drive slowly next to you. So it was full-on hard work. And it was over the summer holidays in Australia. So those fucking recycling bins were just overflowing full of fucking empty beer bottles. So they were fucking heavy. And after the first day, I was completely fucked. It was the hardest work I'd ever done up until then. I couldn't feel my arms. I couldn't feel my legs. I was fucked. And I didn't even know how the fuck I was going to do the next day. So I get in the next day. I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't want to be on the truck. And the boss comes up to me. He's like, all right, you're in the yard today. You're fucking useless out there. You're fucking useless out there, so you're in the yard today. And the main job I had in the yard was on the conveyor belt. So in a recycling factory, this is as best as I can remember. You have a conveyor belt and you have a fan, and that blows all the plastics off the belt. It keeps going along, and I forget how the cardboard gets taken off. Cardboard gets taken off somehow, but it keeps going along, and then there's a magnet, and that picks up all like the tins and all that sort of shit, and then the aluminium cans, I completely forget how they fucking get taken off. A 1 second YouTube probably would have figured that out. And all the glass bottles stay on the conveyor belt, and they continue all the way down, and they're the last things left on. Then you have like 3 or 4 guys at the end of the conveyor belt separating the glass by hand. The glass gets separated into brown, clear, green, and miscellaneous. And then the shit at the end would just fall into a pile, and I think they use that for like fucking sandpaper or something. So the conveyor belt's going relatively fast, and you're just fucking woof, 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 picking up bottles and just throwing them. So your job on the conveyor belt was to separate the glass into its colours for 9 hours a day. It's not all full bottles either. It's all broken glass and jagged shit too. You're wearing gloves, but you're fucking doing it so fast. You're putting your hand down on jagged glass. Just goes straight through the glove, cuts you like fuck. You wash it, you get back to it. That's it. Your hands are shredded after a week of doing that. And then it's not just glass coming through. There's like syringes and condoms and fucking all sorts. It was a fucking nightmare. And then the grease at the end of the day because it's just fucking dirt everywhere. But I was getting paid $37 an hour when I was 16 to do that shit. And I kept it all summer. So by the end of that summer, I was fucking loaded. And that gave me some good drinking money to blow throughout the year. Alright, that's it. That is going to be a fucking long one, but what can you do? It's a Monday. Your feet are on the desk. You're doing fuck all. Enjoy it. Alright, add me on social media. Do all the shit. See you later.